Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Little Orpheus, where it's time for the Pillar of the World.
Let us recap. 3 years ago, you were sent to the center of the Earth as part of a top-secret mission to ensure the delivery of Little Orpheus, an atomic-powered capsule. You promptly vanished until you casually wandered up to Molodiyozhnaya's station 3 years later, claiming to have saved the world, but lost Little Orpheus in the process. Is this correct?
Yes, General, it is, but...
You are charged with many crimes against the state, including desertion, lying to a superior officer, and sedition. Any one of these charges bears the punishment of execution by firing squad.
Oh, you better have a convincing story then.
General, you must be reasonable. I did my best. It's all true, I swear. I swear upon the lives of my family.
Oh, do you? Auntie Marcia and Uncle Vanya, the traveling tinker and the pig dentist, or perhaps Cousin Pavel, the criminal mastermind with the unhealthy taste for eggs. How stupid do you think I am, Comrade Devalov?
Gotta crawl into that.
Sudayu, it is all true.
Maybe your toy maker, or was it watchmaker, Faza, who apparently taught you all he knew, despite being killed when you were less than 5 years old.
I was a fast learner?
You have precisely 1 minute to convince me not to summon the guards, and have you shot on the spot.
A minute? A lifetime. It's all I need, General.
All right. Now, I've heard that this specific episode is a bit problematic with crashes and stuff. Hopefully that's been fixed and that those reviews are outdated, because that'll suck if that happens. I don't know if they're crashes or hangs or soft locks or what, but I've seen multiple people mention 8 being a problem. So we'll find out. But I figured I'd mention that just in case it happens. And because there's not much else to talk about during this intro. The Pillar of the World. Cool name. Will it be cool?
I was astounded. My father, I told you, I think I told you, he was a toy maker, and he often played with clockwork parts.
Tavarish.
But this made all those childhood wonders pale into insignificance. And it was fortunate indeed that my uncle...
Vanya, the pig dentist?
No, my other uncle, Sasha, had taken me mountaineering in the Urals during my childhood, for it was only by scaling these giant mechanical parts that I would reach Little Orpheus.
Yes, I had been thinking that it seems awfully convenient that you were such an accomplished climber. I don't, however, recall any mention of this Uncle Sasha in your file.
He was a very private
He was
man.
a very unlikely man.
That was Uncle Sasha's blessing and his curse.
I don't think there's anything that unlikely about somebody who just climbs. It's a pretty common thing, honestly. I think we're jumping here. Yep. Alright. Okay. We can do this. We can do this. Everything's working like clockwork. Control is such a annoying key to spam. Using your pinky finger to spam click something. It's not great. Alright. One of these things, huh? What does that? Alright. Back on the old rope we go. Oh no, not again. Okay, okay. Things are feeling a bit unsafe up here. What? What? Okay. I think I might understand what the reviews and stuff were talking about. But, Yeah, that's definitely a problem. We are not respawning now. Well, we can do that. Now, if I remember correctly, there is a way to do this where we don't lose everything. I'll try to figure that out. I think maybe it's like quitting the game and coming back. Not entirely sure. Or is there some way to die? A button to press? Maybe it's a button. Let me see. How do I see the controls? No, I want to see... No, there's no other controls. There's not like an F key that'll reset me. Oh, I took a screenshot. That's not really helpful. Yeah, no. I guess I'll be right back then. Yep, that did the trick. This game really doesn't like it when I try to pause the video. So I don't know what that exactly did, but I think it hung for a few seconds. But yeah, I just Alt F4'd out of the game and came back, and we were just here, so that's not terrible. Yeah, that was weird because it started like killing me before I even died, which is very strange. And then I just died over and over until I fell out of the world. So yeah, my disclaimer at the start of this episode was definitely called for. All right, come on, do the old control spam. Right. Whiplash here.
Those great wheels and cogs clashed and boomed. The vast hands of all time crunching forever and ever around.
Ivan Ivanovich.
Pendulums and springs and great big wheels and tiny little wheels.
Tavarish Privalov, stop!
Though at least the Myenk were not here, especially as they seemed to infest the world below the surface. Myenkf, Myenkf everywhere. Myenkf, Myenkf, Myenkf. Many Myenkf. Myenkf for plenty. Myenkf.
You are babbling. Comrade, enough.
Seems like he's panicking a bit, maybe. Alright, so I'm guessing we're just jumping through here. I don't know exactly how high I'm going to be. Nope, maybe this high? Yeah, look at that. Okay, so what does this do again? Oh, it murders you upwards. I got you. Okay. Now what are we doing here? Just jumping on through? Okay, we almost didn't make it, but it's fine. I wonder if you can walk on the interior of these. Perhaps it's not something to be tried. For the best. So what's happening up here? Okay. I see. Got things from all sides. Gosh, this is quite a thing. Oh gosh.
But where was Toll? Aha! High above. On the clock face, perhaps. With his radios and his crystals. Now, if I could just reach him, I could use the bomb.
There is!
But where was Toll? Aha! High above. On the clock face, perhaps. With his radios and his crystals. Now, if I could just reach him, I could use the bomb.
There is no bomb. You have no idea how to make a bomb. You have no idea about how to do anything one might actually expect of a cosmonaut.
The bomb?
Ivan Ivanovich!
General?
Time is up.
Time's up then. Why am I still here? Okay. I was hoping we were going up, because otherwise I didn't know what to do.
Stop talking, Tavarish. You don't know what happens next. It is obvious. You've done very well. I applaud you for your efforts and your story. It is a wonderful tale, Comrade Privalov. I have enjoyed it immensely. But every story needs an ending. And it is clear yours does not have one.
I just need more time.
I think that even if I gave you all the time in the world, it would not be enough.
No, General. I can do this. That is, I remember what happens next. I just need to catch my breath and compose myself.
We both know how this story ends, comrade.
But Little Orpheus, you haven't heard what happened.
We will find out soon enough. You will be executed, and another expedition will be sent.
No, you cannot. You cannot. We must never go back. You don't understand.
Make me, then. Make me understand. I am a kind man, although you may not believe this. I do not want to have you shot. So help me. Make me understand. Tell me what happened to Little Orpheus.
It was...
Ivan Ivanovich?
It was... It was... No. I'm sorry, General. I'm sorry, I have no idea. You are right. I simply cannot think what happened next. It's just... a blank, General. There's nothing there. I am very tired, you see.
Comrade Privanov. Ivan.
You're right. It's over, General. Perhaps you would be so kind as to write to my mother for me.
Of course I will.
You are a kind man, as you have said. And, General...
Yes, Ivan.
Was it a good story?
Oh, yes. It was an excellent story.
Thank you, General. I am just sorry I couldn't give you an ending.
Unless...
General?
Quiet, Tovarish. I am thinking. Unless... I seem to remember that there were many problems with Little Orpheus during production.
General?
Problems with the casing around the atomic battery. Concerns.
Concerns, General?
Yes, concerns. Unlikely though that might be. Yeah, it seems if I remember that it failed to secure properly. A sharp blow could spring the hatch and expose the fragile casing of the bomb to any would-be vandal.
I'm not sure I follow you.
A resourceful yet forgetful hero might, one would think, take advantage of that fact.
But how, General? Where would I find something to strike it with?
The son of a watchmaker would easily find something within a giant clock mechanism that resembled a hammer, surely.
A hammer? Why, yes, General. I do remember now. I grasped the hammer-shaped thingamabob.
Let's just agree it was a hammer, Ivan.
Yes, of course. Let's do that. I recovered my senses, shook my head, and looked about me. In my distracted stupor, I had climbed further up the tower than I ever thought possible. In front of me was the clock face, and I gazed out through it at the sheer expanse of history. And I knew whatever happened next... happened next?
The hand of destiny had fallen upon your shoulder.
Yes! It had. And what an extraordinary hand it was.
Okay then. Not sure why he's suddenly going along with this whole story thing. Is he just like me and can't leave a story unfinished? I don't know, it kind of felt like at some points we had information that we shouldn't have if this whole story was made up. gosh. Okay, yep. Oh gosh. I feel like he destroys it when we're far enough, but I'd rather not find out. I would like to hear the explanation for why he's this tall. And has laser eyes, for that matter. Oh gosh. That was a bit disorienting there. Where are we exactly going here, honestly? Like, we're literally just running in circles. I don't think we're getting higher. Maybe we're getting higher. Okay, now we're going higher. Oh gosh. Now we're really going higher. Okay, that was an intentional fail there.
And so, Tol was defeated. Little Orpheus destroyed, the bomb lost forever.
Not just that, General. In that moment, time sprang back to its proper shape, and I found myself once more in Plutonia, the start of my journey. But the wound in the interior sky was gone. The drill was gone. It was as if I had never been here. And they were Menkf, free and happy, without the tyranny of Tol, free to pursue their simple lives.
But we can never go back?
Never, General. One drill, one metal sphere, one lone cosmonaut was nearly enough to destroy time and unleash the tyrant Tol upon our world. Who would think an innocuous beeping radio housed in a ball of metal could change the world so dramatically?
Who indeed? But tell me, what of you? And what of your return to the service?
I stayed amongst the Menkf for as long as I could. But I came to realize they had begun to worship me as a king. No, General. I am a good socialist and could not allow this workers' paradise to become corrupted. And so I left that wonderful land for the last time.
And then?
And then I walked. For 2 years I wandered, always looking for a way home, through lands and worlds almost beyond imagination. Until one day, I emerged, blinking into sunlight, and realized I was home.
Until one day I emerged, just like that? You just found your way back to the surface?
Well, General, it was a little more complicated than that. There were great obstacles to overcome, and terrible challenges to face, and incredible lands to explore.
Enough, Ivan. Little Orpheus is lost forever. The interior is sealed. You have returned with a story of socialism, triumphing over incredible odds. It is, as I said, enough for one night. Enough for my report, at least.
General, if I may...
Comrade Ivan Ivanovich Privalov, you are found guilty of all charges brought against you and sentenced to execution by firing squad. However, having listened to your story, I believe you are quite mad. In other words, I find your madness guilty, not you. And we cannot execute madness. And indeed, there are lessons to be learned, even in the depths of this madness. Perhaps the Americans were right to send a chimp after all.
So, General?
Get out of my sight, Ivan. Go home. Enjoy a state pension as a madman. Just make sure I never see you again.
Yes, General. Of course, General. Anything you say. I shall be small and quiet and live a life without excitement and...
Out! Until one day I just emerged. Oh, very good, Tavarish. Very good indeed.
So what is the last chapter going to be? Is it going to be proving the story true, or is it going to be something else? That is the question that will have to be answered in the next episode. See you then. Bye.